I bought all the way up to 20 firerates so you guys can see what it does on multiple tanks. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video to see what happens with every single one featured in this video. We'll also be going over the updates that just dropped as well. In this video, we're going to go over the current updates that just took place, and we're also going to be looking at a lot of different tanks with 20 fire rate compared to their base fire rate of just 1, so you can see the differences between 1 and 20. First up is the starter tank. Second is the Ultra Tank. Next up is the Railgun. This is one of the newer tanks, the Multiplier. This is everyone's favorite speed tank, the Rocket. Up next is the Blast Lord. This is another one of those newer tanks, the Epsilon. One of the fan favorites, the Scatter. Now here's a real heavy hitter, the Devourer. Up next is the Gamma. This one's pretty fun to use too, it's the Cyborg. Now we're on to the Storm Tank. Get your violins ready, because now we're at the Orchestra. This one's pretty deadly in battle too, it's the Snowflake from the Christmas event. Up next is the Godfather. The Dion. The Corrupted. Now we're on to the Turtle. I think it would be pretty good after this update. Up next is the Hunter. Here's one of the shotguns, the Flock Shot. If you're a fan of cats, you'll like this one. We're at the leopard. Up next is the tracker. Now we've arrived to the Gatler, and during this one somebody almost got me. Yeah, that was pretty close. Up next is the spammer. Now we've arrived to the tri-double. When two players have the exact same stats kill each other, rather than both of them dying, a coin is flipped to see who survives, and the winner lives with 1% of their max HP. Balancing globals. Tank contact damage reduced by 75%, increased base bullet damage by 20%, and increased spike penetration by 25%. Balancing specific. Melee fixed damage inconsistencies between upgrades. The Artemist to the Shuriken to the Turbine equals Mega. Shredder to the Apollo to the Ares to the Dozer to the Athena to the Sharp equals Fuse equals Plower to the Shredder and to the Grinder. Blast Lord Tree reduced damage nerf by 12%. Super buffed damage by 8%. Prime buffed damage by 5%. Bullet speed by 15%. Lifetime by 10%. Roughly 12.5% more range. Ultra nerfed damage by 5%. Penetration 10%. Hyper nerfed damage by 15% and penetration by 10% as well. Railgun damage increased by 11% and range by 8%. The recursive buffed main bullet damage by 20%. Delta buffed main bullet damage by 25%, penetration by 10%, and bullet speed by another 20%. The Ultra Spiker buffed penetration by 20%, reduced the range by 30%. Spikes are now more dense. The Blunderbuss buffed damage by 20%. So now to see with these new updates, I do think the game is in a better state now than it was a few months ago. I'm actually really happy to see that the devs are implementing more updates into the game, trying to balance it more well. But if you've been following me for quite a while now, then you know that I like to use the railgun and the double freeze. And it's really sad to see what they've done to both of those, but honestly, they needed to be nerfed because they were a little bit overpowered in certain situations. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? Especially if you want the game to be fixed and more balanced for everyone.